Hello, everybody. Thank you for joining me. Welcome to Gotta Be Handmade. My name is Linda. I'm the YouTube personality behind the Gotta Be Handmade channel. I bring attention to handmade artists by increasing their exposure through my social media platforms. Today, we have a wonderful business owner with us. Her name is LaShelle Scott. I'm sorry, LaShelle, I messed your name up. LaShelle Scott. Oh, LaShelle, I am so glad you're with me today. I just love your product. How are you?
I'm doing great. How are you, Linda?
I'm fine. Now, I wrote notes. I've never interviewed with notes, but I had so much I wanted to talk with you about, and I told you I wouldn't talk with you until we actually started videoing. Now, LaShelle is the owner of LaShelle's Bells and creates keepsake dolls for the young at heart. Now, LaShelle, when did you get started in your business?
I really just opened my business on Etsy in March. And so I started making dolls just towards the end of last year, and I was just having so much fun that I just kept making them and gave them to my nieces and friends and I just kept going. And my cousin said, "You need to put these on Etsy," and I had never even looked on Etsy before. And anyway, so here I am and making dolls.
Oh, LaShelle, I just love them. Everybody, LaShelle makes Tilda dolls. Am I right?
Yes.
Oh my goodness. When I first saw your dolls, I said, I've got to contact her. Now, the first question that popped into my mind immediately when I saw your Tilda dolls, how do you give them attitude? Is it
Probably
their,
like attitude.
that's right, is it their clothing? What is it?
I don't know. Maybe that is. Um, a lot of times I start with fabric. They are fabric dolls. They're all sewn on the machine, and then a lot of it is done by hand. And I go looking for really fun, pretty fabrics, and something just catches my eye, and I love putting together the different colors and patterns and textures, and I just think, oh, this would make a beautiful dress for a doll, and I start there and come home and start sewing, and I think, well, what color hair and skin and things would look great with, this fabric, or I don't know. That's a good question. How do I give them attitude?
Now,
But
they
they kind of evolve.
are they created for children or adults?
Both.
Both.
And so that's why I put keepsake dolls for the young at heart, because us girls, we love feminine things, and I think most ladies still love a pretty doll. And
Yes.
so whether you're a young girl or just young at heart, they're for anyone. Little
Yes.
girls can play with them. I have nieces that I've given them to that are real small, and they just grab them and hold them and just love them, and they're soft. And I said, it's okay if their hair comes off, or an arm gets unsewn, we can sew them back on. It's they're not breakable or anything like that. So they can be a pretty home decor item, or they can be loved by a little girl.
Now, did you bring some for us to see today?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
I I have 3 to 4 different styles. One of them is the tall Tilda dolls, and of course, I
Oh,
won't be able to get her all in the picture. But
yes.
She's about 22 inches tall, and so she's quite a tall doll. Here's her feet.
Oh, now do
And
you
so,
create the shoes and everything?
yep, sew it
Oh
all
my,
together.
oh
So
my goodness.
she has little shoes, and she's got 3 layers of a dress here,
Oh,
and they
she's
each have
beautiful.
several layers of trim and lace.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I just kind of create as I go, and
Now
just add little.
what is her hair made from?
The hair is yarn.
Okay. Oh, it's
Yarn.
beautiful.
It's untwisted a little bit, so this one kind of looks like curls.
Yes.
So she has some cute little flowers in her hair, and
Mm.
oh,
She is adorable. Now, how tall is she?
she's about 22 inches tall.
Okay. All right. And that's your
She's a
tallest
bigger
dog.
doll.
That's your tallest dog.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
And then the next one is this is kind of more of a baby doll.
Yes.
Isn't she funny?
Yes, she is.
And she has little snaps and Velcro, and so her clothes can be removed. The tall dolls, they can't.
Okay.
They're just sewn on.
Okay.
And for these little girls, they can all be dressed, and I have different outfits that you could buy. But she has a cute little jacket
Yes.
and little headbands, and so her hair is painted on. It's a fabric paint.
Oh my goodness. Isn't that beautiful? She is just exquisite.
What's that?
She is exquisite.
Thank you.
And you create a line of clothing for her?
Yes.
Oh my goodness. So the clothing, now what are the clothes made from? Is it cotton fabrics, or is it a blend, or what?
Mostly all the dolls and their clothing are made out of cotton, all cotton fabrics. Once in a while I use tulle or, a fancy, pretty fabric. I did one for a friend a few months ago, and she was a Marie Antoinette doll, and so she had a fancy brocade and lots of lace and trim and the piled high hair.
Oh my goodness. I know it was wonderful. Now how do we keep our dolls? When we get our dolls, how do we keep them? Do we need to wash them? Do we need to dust them? Tell me how we keep them perfect.
I don't know, they're just meant to be loved, and if you can put them on your bed, on a little shelf or anything, and you don't want to throw them in the washer. That probably wouldn't be, the best idea for them, but their hair would probably have a hard time that way. But just with a damp cloth, just spot clean.
Yes.
Be the best way, and they might get a little dusty, but they'll probably be getting too many hugs to get too dusty.
There you go. I think every business owner needs one in her office. At least every female business owner needs one in her office. Barbara Cochran said that she can put on a pair of red pumps and get the courage she needs to go into big business meetings. I think if all of us have one of your Tilda dolls, she would give us courage to handle our businesses.
That's right.
Yes.
And I can add little accessories or things that have to do with a certain business, or I can make them look like a certain person. These are my little, their baptism little dolls.
Oh, I
And
thought that was one of the tall Tilda dolls. Oh my
she's
goodness, you make little
about
ones.
7 or 8 inches tall.
Yes.
They're a little small. And so they're just a cute little tiny doll that's just good for a little girl. And I get a lot
Yes.
of, this is actually my best-selling doll. People will order them for baptism, first communion, christening, any
Yes.
great little religious event for a little girl. And I make them to order. So they tell me what color skin they want, what color hair, what style. Then they send
Yes.
a picture of their dress, and I customize it to look like her little dress or little veil or whatever she wants for that special day. And so that's really fun. So I have a few different ones. Just
Oh my goodness. Now for those that are custom orders, when we commission a doll, how long will it take before we can get the doll?
it takes 1 to 2 weeks,
Okay.
so not too bad.
Yes. Oh, that's wonderful. Now, do you do the same with your you said they were 21 inches tall?
Yes,
Can
they're
we
about that tall.
can we
I can do that.
uh-huh.
Just ask for a custom made doll and what you would like, and I'd be happy to have a conversation and see what would be just the right doll for you.
Okay. Now tell us, where can we get your dolls?
On Etsy. So the here's the address. So it's LaShelle's Bells.
Yes.
So LaShellesBells.etsy.com. And
Okay.
so I made my little sign so you wouldn't have to spell it a bunch of times. But
Thank you.
LaShelles, then Bells, Belles.
Thank you. That works great. Now, this is my last question.
All
When
right.
I went to your Etsy shop, which I was in your Etsy shop after 3 o'clock this morning, looking around at your dolls, the question that came to my mind was, what are you thinking when you're creating a doll? Because to me, they have such personality. What are you thinking?
I'm usually trying to create a feeling, possibly. I love things that are feminine and girly, and you can buy any old plastic doll at the store, but
Yes.
I want it to be a keepsake.
Yes.
I want it to be feminine and lovely, something that is something a little girl or a lady would keep for many years and not
Yes.
just throw in the back of the closet. And yeah, I love putting them together, and it just kind of evolves. It just kind of happens over as I don't know. I look at it and I think, oh, this one would look great with red hair, and then I just go about doing it. I don't know. It's like I don't even start with a picture in my mind. I just kind of start, and then she just becomes what she is.
Yes, you can tell it. Each one to me seems extraordinary, and each one is very different. Like I said, they just exude attitude, and I just love them. Keep up the wonderful work. We need your product. Everybody needs to know about your wonderful handmade dolls. They are beautiful.
Thank you so much, Linda. That's so nice.
I really appreciate you joining me today, LaShelle. Thank you so much.
Thank you too. And I wanted to add for anybody that watches the video, if they go to my shop and put in the promo code when you check out, YouTube20, you get 20% off on your order.
Oh my goodness. Maybe that will work on my husband. You know, my husband has tied my hands and he said I can't buy another thing. What's the code? Tell me again. Let me write it down.
YouTube.
YouTube.
YouTube 20.
20. 20.
Yep.
I got it. Oh, that's super special. Thank you so much for giving us that discount. We really appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.
And you got to come back. You've just got to come back.
I'd love to.
Okay. Everybody, thank you for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed this interview with LaShelle. Because for the best, it's just gotta be handmade. I got strangled. It's just gotta be handmade. Thank you, LaShelle.
Thank you, Linda. Have a great day.
You too.